No one likes to be asked intrusive questions, but sometimes it's hard to know how to respond when someone pokes their nose into your private life. In those moments, it can be immensely satisfying to respond with the perfect retort. Being assertive and standing up for yourself is a critical part of self-respect and healthy relationships. In this video, you'll learn how to professionally say it's none of your damn business, in a way that will help you maintain your composure and boundaries. The art of delivering a polite yet powerful response to nosy questions in your workplace with colleagues, with strangers or any other situation will help you to assert yourself and stay in control. So, let's dive into the video and learn how to professionally say it's none of your damn business in 30 ways. Response 1. You seem to be under the impression that I owe you an explanation, but I can assure you that I don't. So kindly keep your nose out and leave me alone. Response 2. While I understand your curiosity, it's not your concern to know. Response 3. I'm sorry, but I don't recall asking for your opinion on the matter. Response 4. I'm sorry, but it seems that you're mistaken about whose business this is. Let me be clear, it's definitely not yours. Response 5. You seem to be very invested in my personal affairs, but let me remind you that it's none of your concern. Response 6. I appreciate your concern, but I assure you that I don't need your unsolicited advice. So kindly move along with your own affairs. Response 7. I'm sorry, but I don't have the time or energy to entertain your nosiness. So kindly move on and respect my privacy. Response 8. I'm afraid you're not entitled to know anything about my personal life. So kindly refrain from prying and focus on your own life. Response 9. I'm sorry, but I don't believe that is any of your concern. Response 10. I appreciate your interest, but I don't appreciate your intrusion. So kindly leave me alone and focus on your own interests. Response 11. I'm sorry, but I'm not interested in sharing anything with you. So kindly stop pestering me and find something else to do. Response 12. I appreciate your concern, but I assure you that my personal matters are not up for discussion. Response 13. I'm sorry, but I fail to see how my personal affairs concern you. Response 14. I appreciate your concern, but I am not seeking advice or input on this matter. Response 15. Your opinion on my personal affairs is not necessary, so please refrain from commenting further. Response 16. Your excessive interest in my personal life is unwarranted and invasive. Response 17. I have no desire to entertain your nosiness or indulge your curiosity. Response 18. Your entitlement to information about my personal life is non-existent, so please refrain from asking. Response 19. I appreciate your curiosity, but it's best if you focus on your own affairs instead. Response 20. While I understand your interest, it's not your place to inquire about my personal life. Response 21. Your insistence on knowing about my personal life is inappropriate and unwelcome. Response 22. It's not your business to know, and frankly, I'm not interested in discussing it with you. Response 23. I appreciate your interest, but I think it's best if you focus on more important matters that actually concern you. Response 24. I'm afraid I don't see the relevance of that question to our current discussion, so let's just move on, shall we? Response 25. I'm sorry, but I don't think it's appropriate for us to delve into my personal affairs. Response 26. I appreciate your concern, but I think it's best if we keep the conversation focused on more relevant topics. Response 27. I'm sorry, but your questions are becoming increasingly invasive and inappropriate. So kindly stop harassing me and find someone else to bother. Response 28. I appreciate your interest, but I'm afraid our discussion ends here. Response 29. I understand that you may be curious, but there are some things that are just not meant to be shared. So kindly stop asking me about my personal life. Response 30. I'm sorry, but I don't recall giving you permission to probe into my private matters. So please respect my boundaries. In conclusion, knowing how to handle intrusive questions or personal inquiries in a professional manner can be a valuable skill to have. While the phrase "it's none of your damn business" may feel satisfying to say in the moment, it's not always appropriate for every situation. Instead, consider using more diplomatic language to assert your boundaries and redirect the conversation. Remember to stay calm and composed, and don't be afraid to politely decline to answer if someone persists in asking intrusive questions. By mastering the art of handling nosy questions with grace and confidence, you can maintain your privacy and dignity while still conveying your message effectively. Like and subscribe to WorkWizardry to master your professional communication skills. And visit the website for more.